In a world where we're constantly bombarded with noise and endless chatter, we often forget the true power of silence. Gautama Buddha once said, "Words have the power to destroy and heal." The right words, spoken with kindness and truth, can change lives, offering healing, understanding, and connection. But what about those who speak less? Have you ever noticed the quiet individuals who, when they do speak, capture the room's attention? Their words seem to hold weight, often leaving a lasting impact on those around them. What makes these people so powerful in their silence? In this video, we will explore 13 key traits that people who speak less often possess, and how these traits shape their conversations and relationships. From reflection and observation to empathy and emotional intelligence, we'll uncover the wisdom behind their reserved nature. Join us on this journey to discover how speaking less and listening more can enhance the way we communicate and interact with others. You'll learn valuable lessons on being more mindful in your conversations, fostering deeper connections, and embracing the strength of silence. Prepare to transform your interactions and discover the true power of thoughtful, impactful communication. The power of words: heal and destroy. Words carry immense power. They can uplift and inspire, or they can wound and devastate. The impact of our words often extends far beyond what we realize, and their ability to influence others is profound. Gautama Buddha's insight into the power of words reminds us that they are not just mere sounds, but have the potential to shape our world. Words can heal by offering comfort, understanding, and hope. They can repair broken relationships and mend emotional wounds. A kind, thoughtful word at the right moment can transform someone's day or even their life. However, words can also destroy. Hurtful words, insults, or thoughtless remarks can create deep emotional scars that linger long after they're spoken. The power of words to destroy comes from their ability to break trust, foster resentment, and deepen divisions. Words spoken in anger or cruelty can shatter relationships, leaving lasting damage that may be difficult to repair. In the digital age, where words are easily typed and shared, this power has only grown. The words we share, whether in person or online, have consequences that ripple through the lives of others. The key, then, is mindfulness, being aware of how we use our words and the impact they may have on others. By choosing our words carefully and speaking with intention, we can harness their power to heal, build, and uplift. The value of speaking less and listening more. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush to speak, express opinions, or fill silence with chatter. Yet, there is great value in speaking less and listening more. When we talk less, we create space for others to share their thoughts and feelings. Listening actively and attentively opens the door to understanding, empathy, and connection. The art of listening is often overlooked in a society where talking is the norm. However, when we truly listen, we gain access to deeper insights about the people around us, their experiences, and their perspectives. Active listening allows us to connect on a more profound level, offering support and validation to others without the need to dominate the conversation. Speaking less doesn't mean being silent or disengaged. It means being present and intentional in our communication. By listening more, we also gain time to reflect before responding, ensuring that our words are thoughtful and meaningful. It's a practice that promotes emotional intelligence, allowing us to understand others better, manage conflicts with patience, and respond in ways that foster growth and collaboration. Moreover, when we listen, we allow others to feel heard and valued. In relationships, whether personal or professional, this can make a world of difference. Listening more also helps to reduce misunderstandings and avoid unnecessary arguments. The next time you find yourself in a conversation, try to focus more on listening than speaking. You'll likely find that it enhances your relationships and opens up new avenues for connection. Traits that enhance the words of people who speak less. People who speak less often have certain qualities that amplify the power of their words. Their silence is not emptiness. It's a space filled with wisdom, reflection, and intention. One of the most prominent traits of those who speak less is their ability to observe the world around them with a keen eye. They tend to notice details that others might overlook: body language, subtle shifts in tone, or unspoken emotions. This heightened awareness allows them to choose their words more carefully, making their contributions in conversations more meaningful and impactful. Another trait is their emotional intelligence. People who speak less are often highly attuned to the feelings and needs of others, which enables them to respond in ways that are both considerate and compassionate. Their words are not just a reaction, but a reflection of careful thought and empathy. Patience is another trait that enhances the power of their words. These individuals understand that not every moment requires a response. They're comfortable with pauses and silence, using those moments to reflect on what needs to be said. This gives their words greater weight because they come from a place of calm consideration. Humility also plays a significant role. Rather than seeking attention or validation, people who speak less often prioritize the value of others' perspectives. They are more likely to listen than to dominate a conversation, which fosters an environment where their words, when they do speak, are respected and valued. Finally, the ability to be present in the moment is crucial. When people speak less, they are fully engaged, listening carefully and responding thoughtfully, creating stronger connections with those around them. Reflection, the power of silence, and the care in words. In a world that constantly encourages us to speak up, silence can be an incredibly powerful tool. Reflection, often found in moments of quiet contemplation, allows us to pause and consider our thoughts, actions, and the impact of our words. When we speak less and reflect more, we give ourselves the opportunity to think deeply about the messages we wish to convey. The power of silence lies in its ability to foster clarity, wisdom, and intentionality in our communication. Without the noise of constant chatter, we can tune into our inner thoughts and feelings, gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves and our intentions. In this space of reflection, we can ask ourselves whether our words are truly necessary, kind, and helpful. It also allows us to examine how our words may affect others. Reflection on our past conversations can offer valuable insights into how we communicate and how we can improve. This thoughtful approach ensures that our words are not just a reaction to a situation, but are carefully chosen to express our deepest truths in the most respectful and impactful way. The care in our words is a direct result of our reflection. When we take the time to reflect before speaking, we become more mindful of the power our words hold and the responsibility we have to use them wisely. This process of reflection and intentionality can transform our communication, making it more meaningful, compassionate, and effective. In relationships, this approach fosters trust, respect, and deeper connections, allowing us to express ourselves in ways that truly resonate with others. Observation. Noticing what others overlook. One of the most powerful traits of individuals who speak less is their heightened sense of observation. By speaking less, they create space to observe the world around them more attentively. They're able to notice subtle details that most people overlook, whether it's a change in someone's mood, a slight shift in body language, or even the atmosphere of a room. This keen ability to observe deeply enhances their understanding of both people and situations. Observing without speaking allows them to gather more information, and they use this insight to respond thoughtfully when they do choose to speak. Often, these individuals are attuned to the emotions and needs of others, picking up on nonverbal cues that might go unnoticed by those who are more focused on speaking. For example, they may sense when someone is feeling stressed, anxious, or joyful, simply by paying attention to small behavioral changes or facial expressions. This awareness gives them the ability to offer more meaningful and empathetic responses. Moreover, observation allows these individuals to understand dynamics in their environment that others might miss. Whether it's a group conversation, a social gathering, or a workplace meeting, they can gauge the energy, tension, and underlying messages that others may not immediately recognize. By being observant, they don't just react to what is being said. They respond to the full context, making their communication more effective and impactful. Developing the skill of observation requires slowing down, being present, and consciously choosing to listen to both the spoken and unspoken aspects of life. Patience, learning to wait and understand the value of time. Patience is a virtue often celebrated, but rarely practiced in our fast-paced, instant gratification society. However, Those who speak less often possess an innate sense of patience that is truly remarkable. Their ability to wait, reflect, and pause before reacting enables them to respond more thoughtfully and with greater clarity. Instead of rushing to fill silence with words, they understand that sometimes the best response is no response at all, allowing time and space to bring forth the most considered answer. This patience isn't just about waiting for the right moment to speak, it's also about giving others the time they need to express themselves fully. When we practice patience in conversation, we create a space where others feel heard and respected. It also helps us avoid interrupting, which can disrupt the flow of a meaningful exchange. People who are patient are more likely to listen carefully, allowing them to fully understand the other person's perspective before responding. This patience extends beyond just conversations. It is a way of life. In times of challenge or adversity, these individuals recognize that good things take time. They don't rush through difficult moments, but rather, they trust the process and give themselves the time to grow and learn. Practicing patience teaches us to manage our emotions, control impulses, and accept that not everything needs immediate action. By embracing patience, we foster better relationships, deeper understanding, and greater peace of mind, both for ourselves and those around us. Depth in conversations, enriching connection with others. Superficial conversations are a dime a dozen, but those who speak less often know the value of diving deeper. They prefer meaningful exchanges that explore ideas, emotions, and experiences, leading to a richer connection with others. Instead of engaging in small talk or filling the conversation with empty pleasantries, they focus on what truly matters, understanding the other person's thoughts, feelings, and motivations. When we engage in deeper conversations, we break down the barriers that often exist between people. These exchanges allow us to learn more about the people we interact with, forging stronger emotional bonds. Depth in conversation is not just about discussing serious topics, it's about being genuinely curious, asking open-ended questions, and inviting others to share their true selves. People who speak less know that the quality of a conversation matters more than its length. By steering the discussion away from trivial matters, they open the door to personal stories, reflections, and shared values, creating an atmosphere of trust and mutual respect. These types of conversations require active listening and a willingness to be vulnerable, as they often involve sharing thoughts or experiences that may not be easy to express. However, when we engage in deep conversations, we create an environment where people feel safe to be authentic. We can share our joys, struggles, and dreams, and in doing so, we grow closer to one another. In our everyday interactions, we can practice cultivating depth in our conversations by showing interest, listening actively, and embracing the vulnerability that comes with meaningful dialogue. Humility, recognizing the strengths of others and learning from them. Humility is often misunderstood as weakness, but it's actually one of the greatest strengths someone can possess. People who speak less often exhibit a quiet humility that allows them to recognize the strengths and contributions of others. Rather than dominating conversations or seeking attention, they are more inclined to listen and learn from those around them. Humility in communication means accepting that we don't have all the answers and that others may have valuable perspectives to offer. This allows for a more collaborative and open-minded approach to problem solving, as these individuals don't feel the need to assert their opinions constantly. By practicing humility, they create an environment where everyone's voice is valued, fostering a culture of respect and mutual learning. Humble individuals are also more likely to give credit where it's due. Instead of seeking the spotlight, they acknowledge the efforts and achievements of others, building trust and camaraderie. This humility allows them to build stronger, more positive relationships with those around them. Furthermore, humility in communication involves being open to feedback and criticism. People who speak less are often more receptive to constructive input because they understand that growth comes from learning and self-improvement. Humility also means being willing to learn from anyone, regardless of their position or status. By embracing the strengths of others and recognizing that everyone has something valuable to contribute, humble individuals create a sense of community and cooperation. Practicing humility not only enriches our relationships, but it also helps us grow as individuals, fostering a greater sense of empathy, respect, and personal development. Empathy, listening deeply and understanding others' emotions. Empathy is one of the most powerful ways to connect with others on a profound level, and individuals who speak less often demonstrate a remarkable capacity for this trait. Their ability to truly listen, without distractions or rushing to respond, allows them to understand not just the words being spoken, but also the emotions and feelings behind them. Empathy is about tuning into the other person's experience and acknowledging their emotional state, which requires more than just hearing. It requires deeply engaging with the speaker. By listening with empathy, we create a space where others feel validated and understood. This emotional connection fosters trust, making it easier for people to open up and share their true selves. These individuals often pick up on subtle cues, tone of voice, body language, or even silence that others may miss, helping them to better comprehend the feelings and needs of others. Empathy also involves recognizing and putting ourselves in another person's shoes, even if we haven't had the same experience. It's about offering emotional support without judgment, which can significantly improve relationships. Practicing empathy can be as simple as asking someone, "How are you feeling?" and waiting for a genuine response, or offering comforting words like, "I understand," or "That must be hard." It can also mean being patient and giving others the time they need to process their emotions. By being empathetic, we deepen our connections with others, creating a more compassionate world where people feel heard and valued. The practice of empathy enhances emotional intelligence, making us more attuned to the emotional needs of those around us and fostering a sense of unity and mutual respect. Reflectivity, the importance of self-awareness and contemplation. Reflectivity is a powerful practice for personal growth and deepening our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. People who speak less often tend to be highly reflective. They understand that silence isn't just an absence of sound. It's an opportunity to pause, think, and gain insight. Reflectivity involves turning inward and considering our actions, thoughts, and feelings, allowing us to become more self-aware and intentional in our decisions and interactions. By taking the time to reflect, we can better understand our motivations, identify patterns in our behavior, and recognize areas for improvement. This self-awareness is crucial for personal development because it enables us to make more informed choices and respond to situations with greater clarity. Reflective individuals take time to contemplate their daily experiences, evaluating what went well, what could have been improved, and how they can adjust their approach in the future. This practice of reflection helps to foster a growth mindset where challenges are seen as opportunities for learning rather than obstacles to success. Additionally, reflection allows us to gain perspective on our emotional responses, helping us manage stress, regulate our feelings, and avoid reacting impulsively. By setting aside time for contemplation, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply sitting in quiet reflection, we can cultivate deeper awareness and develop a stronger sense of inner peace. Reflectivity empowers us to live more intentionally, with a clear understanding of our values and goals, and enables us to navigate life with wisdom, patience, and emotional balance. How reflection contributes to more meaningful relationships. Reflection is not just valuable for personal growth, it also plays a crucial role in building and maintaining meaningful relationships. When we reflect on our interactions with others, we are able to consider how our words and actions have impacted those around us. This self-awareness allows us to become more conscious of how we communicate and ensures that we are aligning our behavior with our values. By taking the time to reflect on our conversations and relationships, we can identify areas where we may have unintentionally hurt or misunderstood someone, giving us the opportunity to apologize and make amends. Reflection also helps us understand the emotions and perspectives of others more clearly. When we take a step back after an interaction, we can consider how the other person may have felt and what their needs might have been. This process of reflection fosters empathy and allows us to respond to others with greater care and understanding. Additionally, reflective individuals are more likely to engage in active listening, as they are aware of the importance of being fully present in the moment and truly hearing the other person. By reflecting on our relationships, we can prioritize what matters most to us and nurture connections that are built on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. In our daily lives, we can incorporate reflection by taking moments to think about how we interact with others and how we can strengthen those connections. Reflection enhances our ability to create deeper, more meaningful relationships, ensuring that our interactions are guided by wisdom, compassion, and authenticity. Transforming our interactions with wisdom and compassion. The ability to transform our interactions with wisdom and compassion is perhaps one of the most impactful ways to create a positive and meaningful life. When we embrace these two qualities in our communication, we significantly improve not only the way we connect with others, but also the quality of our relationships. Wisdom, in the context of communication, is the ability to choose our words carefully, responding in a way that is thoughtful and appropriate to the situation. It allows us to understand the bigger picture and to avoid reacting impulsively or emotionally, particularly during challenging or confrontational moments. Compassion, on the other hand, is the act of being kind, understanding, and empathetic toward others, especially when they are struggling. It means showing genuine concern for their well-being and offering support in a way that is nurturing and considerate. Together, wisdom and compassion create a powerful synergy that fosters respect, trust, and connection. When we approach our interactions with these two qualities, we bring an energy of peace and care into the conversation. For example, in moments of disagreement, instead of raising our voices or becoming defensive, we can respond with understanding and a desire to find common ground. Wisdom allows us to navigate difficult conversations with clarity, while compassion helps us stay present and supportive of the other person's feelings. By transforming our interactions with wisdom and compassion, we not only improve our relationships, but we also contribute to a more harmonious and understanding world. This practice encourages mutual respect, deepens connections, and creates an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Through this approach, we can change the course of our interactions and our relationships, making them more meaningful and enriching. As we've explored today, the power of speaking less, reflecting more, and connecting with others through empathy and wisdom can truly transform our lives and relationships. Whether it's through the quiet reflection we practice in our own time or the depth of conversations we nurture with others, each small change has the potential to make a profound impact. We all have the ability to communicate with intention, listen deeply, and build connections that are meaningful and full of understanding. Now, it's your turn to reflect on your own habits. How can you embrace some of these traits in your life to improve your relationships and create more meaningful interactions? Take a moment to consider how you can speak less, but with more purpose, listen with empathy, and respond with wisdom. These simple practices can lead to richer, more connected relationships. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with those who might benefit from this message, and subscribe for more content that will inspire positive changes in your life. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What trait do you feel most connected to, and how are you planning to incorporate it into your daily life? Let's keep this conversation going, and together, let's continue to grow and learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and remember, your words and actions hold incredible power. Let's use them wisely.